Hi, friends, and once again, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Language Guru. And I am Tulsidas. Once again, welcome to you. And today, we are going to start our new video with a great enthusiasm and a great knowledge. So, today, I am going to deal with basics of English. We are going to deal with some basics of English. Everybody want to be a good speaker of English. Everybody want to learn English. Everybody want to develop our own personality by using English, and everybody want to influence others by speaking English. So by these my sentences, by these my conclusion, you come to know that how important English language is in our life. And apart from that English language, and also I would like to say that only language doesn't matter. Only language doesn't matter if you do not have the communication skill, if you do not have the presentation skill. What is the use of language? So today we are going to learn about a good language as well as good communication. These are both the things we are going to learn in our this video in basic English or some basics of English. I would like to tell you that in English language, there are 26 letters. In English language there are 26 letters, and sometimes I always tells that English. What is the English? English is nothing but a game of 26 alphabets. English is nothing but a game of 26 alphabet, and by using differently these 26 letters, we can manage all that things. We can develop our communications. So we have to work over that 26 letters. So what are that 26 letters? There are 26 letters in alphabet, and these 26 alphabets are 26 letters are divided into two parts: vowels and consonants. A, E, I, O, U. These are the 5 vowels, and a rest 21 letters are known as consonants. Okay, this is about letters. Later on, the next step of English, that the words. What is the words? Actually, I define that word. Many more people, many more speakers defined what is mean by word. Just they tells us word is nothing but a group of letters. Is it correct? What do you think? Is it correct? It is a group of letters? I don't think so. Because word is not a group of letters, but word is a combination of consonant and vowels which gives us the complete sense. Which gives us the complete sense, and it is called a word. Sometimes what happens, according to others' definition, it is a group of letters. I put some A, B, C, D. Is it word? It is a group of letters, but it's not word because it doesn't have a complete sense, or we cannot get the total meaning of this word. That is why we can't say it is a word. Okay, so once again I would like to define that word is nothing but a combination of vowel and consonant which gives us the complete sense. It's called word. Next step, that one is a sentence. What is a sentence, or how we can define the sentence? Same as a word. Sentence is a group of words arranged in a logical order which gives us complete sense. Sentence is a group of words arranged in a logical order which gives us a complete sense. It's called a sentence. And see, these are 3 things: letters, words, and sentence. Without that 3 aspects, we cannot communicate with others. In sense of verbal communications, we need these three aspects of language. Without that aspects, we cannot exchange our feelings to each others. So that is why we can say these three things are the basic things of English language. Later on, come towards the communication. Sometimes when we are discussing with my friends, my teachers, my colleagues, that time we always think that what is the necessities of communication skill, or suppose you want to be a better speaker, what things you should have amongst you. That time some people says you must enhance your vocabulary. Somebody says you have to read more and more newspapers. Somebody says you have to listen the news on the radio and television. And somebody says you have to make a practice. Somebody says go and mix in the community of English speakers. These are different reviews come towards me, and I came on the point that those people who tell me about that all things are necessary. All things are necessary, but what is the conclusion over that review? Or what things actually by that we can develop our communication? See, one example I would like to give you that. I bring so many books. Do you know swimming? I bring so many books related to the swimming, about the swimming skills of a swimming. I read 10, 15 books. How to swim, how to dive in the water, all that things I learned in the book. And one day I went on the swimming pool. I went on the swimming pool and I saw the water. I have the all kind of knowledge. I have the all kind of knowledge, but when actually timing of a diving, that time I frightened because my mental status doesn't permit me to jump into the water. Why? Because it is a lack of practice. And so by that story I would like to tell you that a major obstacle, a major barrier in between you and communication skill is your psychological imbalance, or psychologically, mentally you are not prepared for the communication skill. For that, what we have to do? Just bring some books and read and read and read. Can you do this? Only reading. Reading is most important. I knew it. But only by reading you cannot speak English properly. You cannot develop your communications. My one teacher advised my friend, if you wanted to speak English, if you wanted to be a better speaker, you must enhance your vocabulary. And my friend was a very clever person, and he wanted to become a good speaker. That is why he went there and started to learning a dictionary, and he by heart all dictionary. And after all that dictionary he completed and came there, but he unable to speak English. Why? Because he has, or he was enriched himself of a vocabulary. He enriched himself by vocabulary, but unable to put in a specific structure. In a specific structure, that is why he unable to speak English. So he failed there. Then now tell me, what is the essential factors? What is the essential aspects you need for speaking English? And once again, I come to there one point. I would like to explain in front of you how much things or how much knowledge. Sometimes I have a little bit knowledge, but I have a good communication skill, good representation skill. That time I overtake to many clever boys or clever students. And one side I am with a full of knowledge. I am with a full of knowledge, but I have a zero presentation skill, I have zero communication skill. What's the use of your knowledge? It is a wasted talent. So the knowledge and communication, when these two come together, nobody stop you. Nobody will stop you. That is why you have to take or two legs or two wheels of one vehicle. One is a knowledge, another is a communication. So for that, what things are necessary? Now come to the point. How many words are there in English language? Anybody can tell me that? How many words are there in English language? I think so. Above 5 lakh words are there. Above 5 lakhs words are there in English. Now tell me that if I wanted to be a good speaker, is it necessary to buy out all 5 lakh words? Then how much word do we need? How much words we need? Somebody says, at least we have to buy out 50,000 words. And once again I tell him, no, it's not necessary. Once again, somebody says 30, somebody says 20, somebody says 10, somebody says 5. No. Entirely, I told to them, if you wanted to a good speaker, you need a just, if you want to be perfect speaker, you need just 3,000 words. You have to by heart 3,000 words, but only 3,000 words not works for you if you don't know somehow the English grammar. Because you by heart 3,000 words and now he came approach towards me and said, sir, I have 3,000 words by hearted. Now I am able to speak. That time you have to need to understand the construction of the sentence. And that is why I always told you that two things, one side grammar, one side communication or vocabulary enrichment, both the things are necessary. And if you wanted to a good speaker, just you can speak, you can carry out the seminars and webinars only by using 1,000 words very perfectly, because you have the communication skill, you have the knowledge of a grammar. And sometimes somebody says that one speaker, a great speaker told me, when we want to become a good speaker, ignore the grammar. Okay, we got agree. But how? If you wanted to be a good speaker by avoiding grammar, that time you must be in a practice sessions. You must be in a practice. And by practice you can speak. Only by practice, but you don't know or you unable to get the proper use of the words. It is only compromising, or we are only compromising with the languages. And why we have to know English grammar and what English grammar do for us. Suppose we have the knowledge of English grammar, 2 or 3 things it do for us. That one is first, less time. Okay, means if you know or you learn English grammar within 2 or 3 months, you will be a good speaker. And you don't know, if you don't know English grammar, you need 2 or 3 or 4 years a span of time. English grammar tells you the appropriate use of words. English grammar tells us the appropriate use of words, as well as the richness of word, as well as the beauty of the language. Grammar tells us the beauty of a language, and only because of this grammar we can communicate systematically with others. These are the some aspects, and it is more for this video. And later on I am coming back in a next video. Before that, you like my channel and comment me. Thank you.